Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear you.
Hey, D-line, watch the screen.
Doubles. Doubles. Doubles.
On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. On play action, here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. Escaping to his left.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's in! Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. He gets gets it to go. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Zach Barr, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Here's Hawkinson in motion. They'll run. This is Mason. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
That's good for a Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
McCarthy to the air on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Vikings football as we begin this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's always a question about these first-round picks, Mike. How fast do they adjust to the NFL level following their success in college? And we can see flashes here. They think they've got themselves a future star in the making. We got a great example of it in this play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings move out on top, 14-0. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll run. It's Barkley, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 13. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
One of the tight ends motions right. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. He'll run again. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Barkley. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Saquon. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
The offense will stay out trying to get this final yard. It is 4th and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Eagles are on the board. It's now 14-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Here comes 2nd and 4. Here's the toss as they look to run. It's a gain of 10 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. Back deep, Jahan Dotson. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Here's your timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10. Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Cam Jurgens guilty there. Throwing is Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, You could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On third down, here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Eagles.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On play action, Hurts. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On third down, it's Hurts. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
Fourth down, here's Hurts. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Hurts working in the pistol. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
Third down and 9. Now Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. 15 yards through the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. That's Goddard in motion. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Hurts to throw. We'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Hawkinson in motion. Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Minnesota.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mason to start the 4th. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down. That is caught out wide on the RPO. stop them just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Mason, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at 1 possession. That's a great start there on 1st down.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. Jahad Campbell getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. The Vikings are out to a 21-10 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. Now it's going to be third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
This one is caught by Dotson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to have the Eagles first down, as this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on fourth down.
Fourth and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He takes off, and they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal. In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Here we go. First and goal. Here comes Barkley. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Here now, second down and goal. They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and goal for Hurts. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
Here is 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now Barkley. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down straight ahead. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory.
And that stop right there will do it. Even though they have 2 timeouts remaining, there's just not enough time on the clock to get another attempt. What a huge stop with the game on the line, and that will all but end this game.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll run. This is Mason. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To a knee goes McCarthy. That should about wrap this one up. So a win here for the Vikings. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.